The following is a presentation of WGAA Sports.
Cedartown High School basketball.
He ducks it! Lays it up. Got it! Three-pointer try.
Yes! Cedartown wins!
It's time for Cedartown High School Bulldogs basketball. Right here on WGAA 106.1 FM and AM 1340. Broadcasting online at WGAAradio.com and streaming on the TuneIn Radio app and Facebook Live. And now, let's head down to courtside for today's action.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into Cedartown High School basketball here on the Cedartown Bulldog Sports Network. Our final Friday home game of the season will feature the Lady Bulldogs and the Heritage Lady Generals. Sam, Lady Bulldogs coming into this 7-12 region mark, or 7-12 overall, but they do have 2 region wins on the season. However, the Heritage Lady Generals 5-0 in region play and 15-4 on the season.
It's going to be a tough battle tonight for these Lady Dogs as they do take on this really hot Heritage Ladies General team. If you will remember earlier in the season, they were one of these teams that really just kind of had their way with the Lady Dogs. However, this is a much better and a much improved Lady Dogs team than the last time these two teams hooked up together. We'll take a short pause real quick, though, and listen in as we have the national anthem. And as we said, Cedartown going to be playing a tough Heritage team tonight. Heritage does come in tonight with a 15-4 overall record, 5-0 in region play. We'll get the starting lineup for the Heritage Lady Generals. They will introduce these starting 5. It's going to be number 1, Reese Abercrombie. Number 10, Tori Epps. Number 12, Bailey Hollis. Number 23, Macy Collins. And we're missing one. We will get that for you. Looks like number 5, Kayla Lopez. Starting 5 for your Cedartown Lady Dogs. These names are familiar to you by now. Number 5, Haven Barclay. Number 10, Kendall Pace. Number 22, Barron Barrow. Number 24, Anna Kate Bussey. And the freshman phenom, number 30, Kinsley Boozer. So those will be the starting 5 for the Cedartown Lady Dogs. Tonight they are wearing their home white uniforms. Red letters, red numbers trimmed in black. Heritage in their road navy uniforms with white letters, white numbers trimmed in red. Again, a region contest tonight, the last Friday night high school hoops of the 2023-2024 campaign.
Yeah, at least here at home it will be for sure. These Heritage Lady Generals, Sam, coming into this game 15-4, as you mentioned, according to Max Preps, ranked 7th in the state in Class 4A, and overall in the state 70th in all classifications. So this is a very good, well-coached, talented team the Lady Bulldogs are coming up against, and we're going to need everything we can in order to do this. And we'll have a pretty cool thing here. The team got a high five from the student section who is here in force tonight for this final Friday night game. And Sam Branch will tell you about the story of this ball game.
Thank you, Andrew Carter. Marion Barrow will go to the line for the Lady Dogs. The tip goes to the corner, and it's Kendall Pace who picks up the loose ball off the glass, and the Lady Dogs, just like that, are on the board. Cedartown takes a 2-0 lead thanks to Kendall Pace. It's going to be number 5, Lopez with it. She will swing it to the left side to Bailey. Hollis will go back to Abercrombie. Abercrombie back to the top of the key. They'll work it down to the baseline, high off the glass, and that one is in from number 10, Tori Epps. 2-2.
Just got that bounce. It bounced up pretty high, but got the friendly bounce off the glass, and we're tied 2-2.
Kinsley Boozer with it will go to Marion Barrow now. Barrow outside the perimeter. Going to work to the right side. She will go to Kendall Pace. Cedartown working from right to left on your radio dial. Over to the left side. Now it's Pace again on the baseline. The dish over to Barrow, and it was just in and out of her hands, but Boozer is going to pick up the loose ball, and she had a chance at it, but it is a backcourt violation, and that will be a turnover. Heritage basketball.
Yeah, just unfortunate there that it got away from her like that. But once she touched it and it went the other direction, it was doomed to fail.
Inbounds pass will go to number 5, Kayla Lopez. Lopez will bring it across the timeline. She worked to the right side to Abercrombie. Abercrombie on the wing. Now going to go further into the right, almost to the corner. Now they'll go to the other side into Lopez to the corner. Now the baseline is number 10, Epps. Epps bounces it back outside to Hollis. Hollis back to the top of the key over to the right side to Lopez. She's going to try to get it down low, and that one is thrown away, and it'll be Cedartown basketball.
I think the difference between the time we played Heritage last time and the time we're playing them today is the Lady Bulldogs defense is much improved since the beginning of the season, especially under the basket.
Trying to get it to Marion Barrow, and it is knocked away, and they're going to say it was off of Barrow.
We didn't see that on the camera, so we do apologize there. But, yeah, it was just off of her fingertips in a turnover, and we can't afford to have those against a team like Heritage.
Lopez brings it across the timeline. Left side to Hollis. Hollis working off of the wing. Now comes back to the top of the key, middle of the floor, over to the right side to Lopez. Lopez now working off of the near side. Now they're going to get it into the paint. High off the glass. Shot is up and no good. Heritage with the rebound, and the foul is called. And it is going to be against the Lady Dogs.
It's going to be on Kendall Pace, her first foul of anybody so far tonight. Very quick foul there, and number 23 to the free throw line, that's Macy Collins, and it's good.
Heritage now with a 1-point advantage, 3-2 your score. 6:27 left to play here in the first period. Collins takes the dribble, comes set, second free throw attempt is up, and it is good. And Heritage has taken the lead, 4-2.
One thing we've not seen them do yet is press. I'm sure they will eventually if things start to tighten up a little bit.
Barrow to the right side off the top of the key, puts her dribble up, has to go to the left side now. They'll swing it to the corner. A three is on the way from Barclay. Off the glass, no good, and we've got a jump ball called. And it'll be Heritage basketball as Cedartown had the opening tip. So the Lady Generals with another defensive stop and a chance to add to their 2-point lead as we approach 6 minutes left to play here in the opening period. Lopez with it across the timeline. Going to work to her left. Now they'll go to the middle of the floor into the paint. Left side now is Hollis. Hollis is going to drive the baseline. Kick out to the far side. Abercrombie, it's up, and it is well short, out of bounds. Cedartown basketball.
Kind of a slow start for Heritage. Lady Bulldogs, struck first. They've scored 4, but nobody scored in the last minute and a half or so.
It'll be Haven Barclay to the left side to Kendall Pace. Pace on the wing. Now they'll go back top of the key to Boozer. Boozer off the top of the key. She goes to the right side. Now back to the top of the key to Pace. Pace is going to drive the paint, kick out to Barrow. Barrow from the left side. The shot was long. Rebounded by Heritage. Pushed ahead. It's going to be Hollis with it into the paint. Now over to Abercrombie, and she is fouled by about 3 different Bulldog defenders.
Yeah.
And she will go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Take your pick. They're going to get the foul on, did they say? Oh, it's going to be on number 30. It's going to be on our freshman phenom, Kinsley Boozer. First free throw is up and no good off the back of the iron.
Asia Ware will check into the game for the Lady Dogs. Anna Kate Bussey will come out. I spoke to her parents before the game. They're excited to see what she can do tonight. However, she's feeling a little bit under the weather, so we may see some of her time limited. Second free throw attempt is a high arcing shot that finds its way home. And Heritage now with a 3-point lead, 5-2.
They've only got 1 basket from the floor, so as far as that goes, we're tied up, but they've got 3 points made from the stripe.
Boozer, top of the key, going to work to her left. Now goes back to the right. She'll bounce it out towards the half court, and it's picked off. It is Tori Epps with it. 1-on-1, 10-on-10. And the foul is going to be called on Kendall Pace. And quickly, the senior Lady Dog has 2 fouls.
Yep.
And number 10, Tori Epps for the Lady Generals, the only Lady General to score from the floor, is headed to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Only a sophomore as well for this Lady Generals team. That one is up and no good off the rim. We're going to see Taryn Golden. She'll check in for Kendall Pace.
Epps will get set for her second free throw attempt. A couple of warm-up dribbles from the line. Focuses in, and the shot is up, and it is no good. Rebound taken by Marin Barrow.
Well, there's a huge fight for the basketball. We get it back when we got numbers.
Boozer to Barclay. Barclay off the glass, the hoop and the arm. Haven Barclay with the made basket and a chance to go to the free throw line and tie it up. Looks like they're going to get number 23, I believe, Macy Collins on the foul. That will be her first.
I got to hand it to this student section here. They really got into that right there.
The and one on the way, no good. Rebound taken.
Close to a lane violation.
By Heritage. It'll be Abercrombie over to the right side to Lopez. Lopez is going to drive. Kick it underneath onto the paint. The shot is up, and it is no good. And another foul called on the Cedartown Lady Dogs.
This time they're going to get Asia Ware on the foul. That'll be her first foul. That's already 4 team fouls for the Lady Bulldogs early here in the first quarter with 4:51.
Tori Epps back to the free throw line for the second time, 0 for 2 so far.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Extends the lead to 2, 6-4, as that one was nothing but net.
Epps takes her warm-up dribbles. And the shot is up, and it is no good. Rebound taken by Asia Ware. Ware will give it up to Barclay. Barclay will go back to Ware. Now they're in the press. They'll go to Golden. Golden to Boozer. Boozer going to drive the baseline. The little floater is up, and it is good.
It ties the game up 6-6, and we have a timed called by Coach Green. We'll take it with him with 4 minutes, 38 seconds to go here in the first quarter. We're all tied up at 6. Back after this 30-second timeout on the Cedartown Bulldog Sports Network.
Bradford's Drugstore on North Main Street in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all of your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacist takes time to get to know you, explain your medication, and answer any questions that you may have. Go by and see Bill Brewster and all the fine folks at Bradford's the next time you need a prescription filled. Also use their convenient drive-thru. Bradford's Drugstore, 500 North Main Street, Cedartown, 770-748-3100. And all the folks at Bradford say, go Dogs.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
Heritage will inbound it out of the timeout. It will be number 5, Kayla Lopez. Over to the right side to Reese Abercrombie. Abercrombie on the wing, now the left side. They'll go to Hollis. Hollis back to Lopez. She's going to fire from beyond the arc. That one's off the front of the iron. No good. Rebound taken by Boozer. Boozer's going to push it up the floor. It's 2-on-1, and it is out of bounds. Last touch by Heritage. It will stay Cedartown basketball.
Great job there by Boozer to kind of dribble, Eurostep or something to get around the defense.
Inbounds pass goes to Golden. Golden is on the wing. Left side, they'll go to Asia Ware with it in the corner. Now they'll kick it back out to Barrow. Barrow to Barclay. Barclay top of the key. Left side now to Ware. She's going to step into a 3, and it is no good. And the rebound is taken by Heritage. Lady Generals on the other end, and another foul called, and this one's going to be on Barclay.
And it's team foul number 5. So from here on out in the first quarter, it'll be shots from the line for all the fouls, but every one of the fouls committed by the Lady Bulldogs have been shooting fouls anyway.
Bailey Hollis will go to the free throw line for the first time tonight.
4:07 to play here in the first. Tied 6-6.
First free throw attempt is up, and it is no good. Andrew, this is Heritage's 5th trip to the charity stripe already, and we're only 4:07 left, so we're a little less than 3 minutes into this one, 4 minutes into this one.
And I want to say they're a little bit under 500 in shooting.
You are exactly correct. Second one on the way, and that one is off the side of the iron, no good, but the rebound taken by Heritage. The putback is up, and it is no good. It is out of bounds, and it'll be Cedartown basketball.
Great defense there by Asia Ware on the rebound. Might have gotten away with a foul right there, but Heritage is going to do a full press here on us on the inbounds pass.
Barrow will get it to Ware. Ware will go to Golden. Golden gets double teamed. Now they get it to Barclay. Barclay in the front court for the Lady Dogs. Working to the left side to Barrow. Knocked around, but Barrow gets the pinball. Now they go back out to Barclay. A 3 is on the way, no good. Rebound taken by Heritage. Here come the Lady Generals. It's going to be Hollis. She's going to go ahead to the right side into Collins. Collins is going to drive the baseline. The shot is up, and it is good from Macy Collins. That is only the second basket made from the floor for Heritage so far. However, they do enjoy an 8-6 lead as Cedartown throws it out of bounds trying to beat the press. We were trying to get it to Boozer in the front court, and it was just off of her fingertips, so Heritage forces the turnover.
It was only a matter of time before Heritage deployed that press.
Collins off the baseline. Shot is up and no good, but she gets her own rebound.
Foul called on Marin Barrow, I believe. At least we're spreading the love around. It's not just one person getting multiple fouls.
You're right. The only Lady Dog that has multiple fouls is Kendall Pace. Everyone else that has fouls is just playing with one, and Pace is still on the bench. First free throw attempt is on the way. It is up, and it is good from number 23, Macy Collins.
Anna Kate Bussey's going to come back into the ball game as Marin Barrow takes a seat. A couple of subs for Heritage as well.
Back to a 3-point lead for the Lady Generals of Heritage High School, 9-6. And that free throw is in and out, no good, but the rebound taken from Heritage. The shot was no good, but another offensive rebound, and it goes to Collins. Collins over to the right side. It's going to be Hollis. Hollis throws it to Golden, and Tarin Golden has a steal. Oh, she was trying to get it to Ware, and it's stolen right back, and a foul called on Golden.
Tarin Golden there. Turn it over, but then right there on defense to knock it away. It is a foul. It's a shooting foul, but that'll be her first foul.
It's going to send number 20, Camden Carter, to the free throw line for the first time tonight. First one is up, and it is good.
4-point lead now for the Heritage Lady Generals, 10-6 with 3:07 to play in the first quarter.
Second one on the way from Carter, and that one hits off the front of the iron and takes a shooter's bounce, and it is good. Now 11-6, and all but 4 of Heritage's 11 points have come from the charity stripe. Inbounds pass will come from Kendall Pace.
That's just unbelievable.
They'll go into Asia Ware. Ware tries to get it back to Pace, but it's knocked away by Carter, so it will stay Cedartown basketball. Again, Pace will inbound it from the baseline on the end. They'll get it into Ware. Ware will go back to Pace. Pace to Golden. Golden ahead to Barclay. Barclay back to Pace, and a steal by Lopez.
Well, they were riding Pace's back over there.
Over to the left side, the shot was up, and it was no good. Kendall Pace with the rebound. The go-ahead to Asia Ware. Ware, the little floater off the back of the iron, no good. The rebound, though, and the putback is no good from Boozer, and we got away with an over the back there by Kinsley Boozer, thank goodness. But a turnover on the other end, and it'll be Heritage basketball.
Looks like they called a foul.
Did they finally call it?
Yeah, it's a foul on number 23. They just indicated a foul on 23,
we'll take
which
it.
is Macy Collins. Heritage thought they had the basketball. So did Cedartown. Everybody in this place did, except for the officials on the floor.
I thought Heritage had the basketball. We got away with one, and then Heritage got called for it. Inbounds pass will come from Asia Ware. Ware's going to try to get it into Golden, but it's knocked away by Lopez. It'll stay Cedartown basketball. 2 minutes, 44 seconds left to play here in the first. 11-6. Cedartown trails here at home. Inbounds pass will come from Asia Ware. Ware's going to get it into Boozer. Boozer to Barclay. Barclay on the wing, left side now Golden. Golden's going to step into the 3, and it is no good, but she gets her own rebound, and then she draws the foul.
Great job there by Tarin Golden there drawing that foul. And again, it's on number 23, Macy Collins. That's at least her second foul. That's her third foul. So she's already in foul trouble. That's the first quarter, and she's already got 3 fouls.
She's also their leading scorer so far.
Tarin Golden to the free throw line to shoot 2. Sluggish start by Heritage offensively. Lady Bulldogs holding on.
First one on the way from Golden is off the square, no good.
And Collins going to have to go out. Kelsey Anderson's going to check in for her. Probably won't see 23 for the rest of this half.
Second one coming from Golden, and it is in and out, no good. But the rebound was taken by Kendall Pace, and then we put it on the floor, but we're able to get it back. Boozer left side now, Barclay. Barclay a 3, it's going to be wide right.
Foul.
And another foul called, and this one will be
on Cedartown.
Against Cedartown. It will be. It'll be on
Pace. Going to get Pace again. That is her third foul, isn't it?
You are correct. Chastity Washington will check in. Pace will come out after picking up her third foul in the first period of play.
A lot of fouls. I mean, this first period has gone by so slow. It's because of all the stoppages of play.
Officials are going to get together and talk about something. We've turned an 8-minute first period into at least 14 minutes worth of play.
There was, I think, a question on whether or not there should be free throws, and on this kind of a foul, the official says no. That's always kind of been a gray area for me as far as the official rule book on if there's an offensive foul.
Left side, it'll be Hollis. Hollis will go back out to Lopez. Lopez is going to fire a three. That one is going to be no good. The rebound is taken by Boozer. Boozer
got fouled from behind.
Nothing called. Heritage on the other end. The shot is up and no good. Still a loose ball. Still loose. Asia Ware finally comes away with the loose ball. Tries to get it to Washington and a steal. Bailey Hollis with it. She has it ripped from her, and they're going to get a foul called on Haven Barclay.
Yeah, she was just kind of standing right there, and inadvertently that'll be her second foul, and that will be shots from the free throw line here as Cedartown is over the limit. It feels like we're in the third quarter or something in this ball game, but we're only in the first. There's been so many stoppages of play and a lot of fouls for both sides.
Bailey Harris to the free throw line for the second time tonight. Or excuse me, Bailey Hollis, I should say. That one is up and no good.
Heritage, I know, is uncharacteristic of them to miss from the charity stripe like they have tonight. They could be ahead by as much as 10, maybe 12 if they have made more free throws, but Cedartown is still in this thing.
Second one on the way from Hollis, and that one is good. The score now 12-6. Heritage with a 6-point lead. Inbounds pass is going to go into Golden. Golden loses it, and it's picked up by Heritage. And another foul called.
Oh, boy, they're going to get Taryn Golden on that foul. That'll be her second foul. Goodness gracious. The period that won't end. 1:58, I think maybe 3 or 4 seconds ticked off the clock.
Camden Carter will go to the free throw line this time for the Heritage Lady Generals. The first one is up, and it is good. She is now 3 for 3 from the stripe. 13-6 now the score.
Makes you wonder if anybody's going to be left by the end of the ball game.
And we had a buzzer. And we're calling a timeout. It appears that once again we have an issue with the student section. The game administrator has been called to the floor. The officials don't like the students communicating and commentating on the game, I should say. And now we're ready to go back to work.
I don't know what was said or if there was something, whatever, but that's free throws no good. Rebound by Cedartown. Asia Ware.
Chastity Washington with it in the front court for the Lady Dogs. She's going to drive a high, wild shot. Is no good, but it will earn Washington a trip to the free throw line, and it's going to pick up a foul on number 3, Kelsey Anderson. That's going to be her first.
Yeah, she came in to replace Macy Collins, who has 3 fouls. So she's already building up. Looks like we're going to see a check-in from our side. That first free throw is no good from Washington.
By the time this one gets to the second half, Andrew, we may see a platoon of bench players from both sides with the amount of fouls that are racking up, especially for the Lady Dogs. Haven Barclay comes out as Camrys Benham will check in. Second one on the way from Washington. That one is good. So Washington goes 1 of 2 from the stripe, and the score is now 13-7. Left side, it's going to be Hollis. Hollis is going to kick it to the baseline. They'll go over to Lopez. Lopez, the shot was up and no good. Rebound taken by Washington. Tried to dribble out of traffic, though, and she turned it over. The shot is up, and it is no good. Asia Ware comes away with the rebound. They go ahead to Golden. Golden will get it to Ware. Ware's going to get it to Washington. Washington on the left side, going to try to drive the baseline. The shot is up, no good. But once again, the foul is called on Kelsey Anderson, and quickly, Andrew, that's her second.
I'm telling you. I think they may have called that on 5, Kayla Lopez, because I think he held up his all 5 fingers.
And they did. I think he just confirmed it there.
First free throw is good from Chastity.
So I'll fix that on my book. I'll take it away from 3 and charge it to 5. That'll be Lopez's first.
4th team foul. Seems like there's been more than that.
Second free throw attempt on from Chastity Washington. She is now 3 of 4 from the stripe, and the score is 13-9. Lopez over to the right side is Carter. Carter steps into the arc, now kicks it back out top of the key to Abercrombie. Abercrombie going to work it to the baseline. A nice pass, and the shot was up and good from Tori Epps. That was just good basketball on the part of Heritage, but they're going to get a foul called. He held up 10. The only 10 on the floor is Epps.
Yeah, there's not a 10 out there. The scorekeeper is wanting a...
He's wanting an explanation. He's wanting a correction. 11.
Yeah, so it's going to be on Taryn Golden. That's her second, I think.
I believe that'll be her third.
Third foul. So Kendall Pace and Taryn Golden have 3 fouls.
You are correct. Tori Epps back to the free throw line. This will be her third trip. And the and one is up and no good. And the rebound taken by Kinsley Boozer. Boozer will give it up to where Asia's going to push it up the floor. She's got Lopez right in her back pocket. Has to go to the right side now to Boozer. Boozer from the Bulldog logo. Right side to Golden. Golden's going to work off the wing. They'll give it up to Washington. Washington's going to drive the baseline. The floater is up and no good. And we've got a foul called.
It's going to be on Cedartown. And again, Taryn Golden picks up her 4th foul. There should have been a foul against the defender that was on Chastity Washington on that bump, but they're not going to give it. And again, this is going to be, and they're going to have to bring Taryn Golden out, and looks like Barrow's going to come back in. We might have a little personnel issue toward the end of this ball game, the way these fouls are starting to stack up.
We have 11 team fouls. 11. Reese Abercrombie to the free throw line. The first one is up, and it is good.
Yeah, Taryn's going to have to go sit, and I don't know when we'll get to see her again.
16-9 the score. Heritage leads. Second one on the way. It is up, and it is no good. Rebound taken by Kinsley Boozer. Boozer's going to push it up the floor. She's going to work to the left side. They'll go to Ware. Ware off the wing. The three is going to be off. It's Mark. No good. Rebound taken by Heritage. It'll be Abercrombie. She'll give it up to Lopez. Lopez going to work to the baseline. Almost knocked away, and it was by Marion Barrow. Picked up by Boozer. Boozer across the timeline. She'll slow it up now and wait for help. Goes to the left side to Washington. Washington off the wing. She's going to try to drive, and she was pushed. And now we finally got a foul called on Heritage, and it'll be against number 20.
It's Camden Carter, and that's the 15th foul on Heritage, so that's going to send Cedartown to the free throw line.
Chastity Washington back to the stripe.
16 fouls total in this first period.
First on the way, no good.
That is almost beyond belief.
Second one is on the way from Washington. That did not draw iron, so that will be Heritage basketball. 16-9, and we are still in the first period of play. However, we are approaching the 30-second mark. Lopez with it, bringing it into the front court for Heritage. Benham will pick her up at midcourt. Left side now. They'll try to work it underneath, and they do find Carter. And Carter is there for the easy lay-in, and it's 18-9, a 9-point lead for Heritage. Ware with the inbounds, going to work it to Boozer. Boozer's going to go to the right side to Benham. Benham to Washington. Left side and a travel. It wasn't that great of a pass coming from Benham, and Washington struggled with it down low, and that forced the turnover.
She bobbled it a little bit, and that's exactly what happened, Sam.
Lopez to Carter. Carter off of the wing. Now she's going to go to the far left side. It's going to be Hollis. Hollis will go back to Carter. Carter's going to fire a three, and it is good from number 20, Camden Carter. That will do it for the first
They're going to give her
period.
2 on that one, Sam.
Thank goodness.
20,
that'll do it.
20-9 the score as we head to the second period, mercifully, back after this 60-second timeout on the Cedartown Bulldog Sports Network.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, 2 Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer, and that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Livewire Surplus. Stop in today at 546 North Main Street. New items are arriving all the time. At Livewire, they have unbelievable deals on lawnmowers, weed eaters, and leaf blowers. But that's not all. How about your patio? Livewire has top-of-the-line grills, patio tables and chairs, fire pits, and so much more. All fresh off the truck, brand new, still packaged, and priced to sell. Live Wire Surplus, 678-861-5021. Take your truck. You're going to need it to load up on the savings.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
20-9 is your score as we go to the second period of play after what seemed like a 20-minute first period of action. Cedartown trailing the Heritage Lady Generals here at home.
It's actually 27 minutes to be precise.
It seemed like every second of it. The inbounds pass is going to be stolen away from Bussey trying to go to Barrow, and it's going to be Carter with it into the front court for the Generals. She'll go top of the key to Lopez. Lopez will bring it out to the Bulldog logo. Going to direct traffic from there. Pace is back in. Actually, your starting five are back in for Cedartown. Carter's going to fire a three, and it is no good. Rebound taken by Haven Barclay. Barclay trying to beat the full court press, and they get it up to Pace. Pace is just going to drive it. Tries to go to Bussey, and Heritage just steps in and steals it. Over to the left side now, it's going to be Bailey Hollis. Hollis, the little floater won't go. Pace with the rebound.
Tell you what, we got away with a foul there on a bump there from Haven Barclay.
Pace brings it across the timeline. Left side to Barron Barrow. Barrow off the wing. Now she'll go back to Boozer. Boozer to the right side to Barclay. Barclay now to Barrow. Barrow, she's going to fire a three, and it's good. Marion Barrow hits one from downtown, and it is 20-12. Kayla Lopez with it across the timeline. Now top of the key. She's going to work to her left. They'll go into the corner to Carter. Carter's going to drive the baseline, runs into two Cedartown defenders. The kick back outside, and Pace is going to get called for the foul again.
That's going to be her fourth, I believe. She had the pass intercepted, but when she ran into the Heritage player, she just it was a foul, and she's going to probably be done for the rest of this half.
Yeah, she's going to be done for a while. Kayla Lopez will check it in.
So we got Taryn Golden and Kendall Pace with 4 fouls.
Hollis goes back to Lopez. Lopez will bring it out to the Bulldog logo. She's going to try to direct traffic from there over to the right side to Carter. Carter back to Lopez. Lopez wanting to work off of a screen. They go to Carter. Carter's going to drive the baseline, and she was forced out of bounds. And I'm starting to think that the officials are being paid by the foul tonight instead of just the game. My goodness, that one was called on Marion Barrow. That's going to be her second. And already, Cedartown with 2 team fouls. Would you look at that? Lopez, left side to Carter. Carter's going to fire a three. That one's from the corner and good. Camden Carter. Inbounds pass. Barrow with it now. Over the right side to Ware. Ware's going to push it up far side. Brings it into the front court. Now she'll back it out, slow things down. She'll go top the key to Boozer. Boozer left side to Barrow. Barrow from the corner. The three is up, and it's good. Marion Barrow back-to-back threes for the Lady Dogs. And it's 23-15.
When Barrow gets going, she's tough to stop.
Lopez, top of the key, trying to direct traffic again, wants to work to this near side off of a screen, but instead they go into the paint, and it's knocked away by Barrow, picked up by Ware. Loose ball, jump ball call.
Should be Cedartown.
It'll be Heritage. Cedartown had it to start
That's
the second,
right.
but we threw it away.
That's why I was thinking, yeah.
Yep.
Chastity Washington will check in for Boozer. Looks like we'll also see Benham here in a few moments.
The inbounds pass will come from Lopez. Lopez is going to get it in to the left side. They'll go to Carter. Hollis with it. Now the cut to Carter, but it's stolen by Barclay. Barclay to Washington. Chastity loses it for a moment, gets it back, tries to get it to Bussey, but Barrow tracks it down to Barclay. A three! Haven Barclay! Back-to-back three-pointers from the Lady Dogs, and it's 23-18.
Lady Dogs getting back into this thing here.
A 5-point game. Over to the left side, now back to the right into Abercrombie. Abercrombie top of the key. She's going to want to work to her left, tries to go to the paint, and a steal. Barclay off of the steal. Splits a defender, loses it on the other end, loose ball, and a foul is going to be called.
There should have been a foul at the half court, and that's exactly what Coach Green is screaming. They're going to get Barclay on the foul as she was trying to recover. That's her third. And we got time called by Heritage. So with 5:19 to play here in the first half, it's 23-18 Heritage on top, back after a 30-second timeout on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for nearly a century. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call for tee time 770-748-9671. Located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buchanan Highway. Cedartown's original golf course, Cedar Valley Golf Course.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
Cedartown outscoring Heritage 9-3 in this second period of play. They brought it back to a 23-18 ball game, but they have 3 team fouls already, and that is our 15th team foul of the game so far. Back outside to Reese Abercrombie. Abercrombie's going to try to drive the paint. Little hook shot from the floor is no good, and Kinsley Boozer comes away with the rebound. She gives it ahead to Washington. Washington's shot off the glass is no good. Rebound taken by Heritage, and then a loose ball, and Heritage comes away with it, it looks like. And the Lady Generals will give it up to Lopez. Kayla Lopez, top of the key, going to work to the left side. Drives the lane, a little floater from about 4 feet out is good, and it is 25-18. Inbounds pass will go to Barrow. Cedartown trying to work off the full court press. Now they'll go to Ware. Ware goes back to Bussey. Bussey to Barrow. Barrow to Ware, and we got a timeout called. Good timeout called there by Coach Green. We'll take it with him. We'll be back after this 30-second break here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Timeout.
All right. Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the GHSA and the Georgia Athletic Directors Association.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
25-18, Lady Dogs trail here at home on a Friday night. High school hoops. Sabre Edge alongside Andrew Carter. Boozer for the Lady Dogs, right at the Bulldog logo. Left side, they're going to go to Barrow, who's going to fire another 3, and this one is long. Rebound taken by Heritage. It'll be number 10, Tori Epps with it. Epps top the key, left side, and there was a bump. Nothing called, though. Over back to the left side to Carter. Carter's going to go to Lopez. Lopez top of the key, going to work to her left. Washington's going to pick her up. Good defense there, but then Lopez drives the paint. The dish underneath. The outside pass goes to Hollis. Hollis with the 3, and it is good. And it's 28-18, back to a 10-point deficit. Boozer has it poked away right at midcourt, and it's Epps. Epps on the right side. The shot is up, but it is no good, but she was fouled, and she will go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
So how many on Boozer? That's 2. Every single Lady Dog who has played today has a foul, at least 1.
First one on the way is up and no good for number 10, Tori Epps.
Take that back. Benham, who has maybe a few seconds, does not have a foul, but everybody else, all the starters have at least 1. Actually, all the starters. Guess who does not have a foul, though? And Kate Bussey.
Second free throw attempt is no good, but the offensive rebound taken by Heritage, and now a 3 on the way, no good. Marion Barrow comes away with the rebound for the Lady Dogs. Quickly on the other end is Ware. She was fouled, nothing called, but she gets it back. The shot is up, and it was no good, and the rebound was taken by the Lady Generals. Now quickly on the other end, they'll go to Carter on the right side, and a travel called on number 20, Camden Carter, as Marion Barrow was playing tough defense on her, forcing the turnover.
Charlie Todd is going to check in for Bussey. As you mentioned, Bussey a little bit under the weather today. So Todd will get some minutes here.
Inbounds pass goes to Ware. Ware goes to Boozer. Boozer will bring it across the timeline. Runs into a double team, has it knocked away, and it's out of bounds. And it will stay Cedartown basketball right at midcourt.
This has been a push and tug of war. This has been. Well, it feels like we've watched 2 games already.
And the problem is the tug of war is not between the 2 teams. It's between the 2 teams and the officials. A foul called as Boozer would drive the lane. We'll wait for the officials to give us a number.
It's going to be on number 20 for them. That would be Camden Carter, her second foul. 4 team fouls for the Lady Bulldogs. That's the first on them in this second period.
Kinsley Boozer will go to the free throw line. A 10-point deficit for the Lady Dogs, 28-18, 3:10 left to play here in the first half. The first one is on its way, and it is good from Boozer.
looks like
Heritage making a sub. Reese Abercrombie will go in for Camden Carter.
I thought the Lady Bulldogs were about to as well.
It looked like they did. They were just
they're just shifting some stuff around.
Shifting some personnel there on the sidelines. Yeah. Second one on the way from Boozer. It is up and it is good. So Boozer 2 of 2 on that trip, and it's an 8-point game, 28-20. Lopez with it for the Lady Generals, brings it across the timeline, gets a call in from the coach on the sideline. Now she's going to work to her left to the far side. Now she'll go over to Georgia Gracie, and a travel call. She just entered the game and gets called for the travel and the turnover. And Cedartown will get it back.
You know, marching band, Sam, we call that a jazz step. And she did exactly that, just shifted over to the right, lifted her foot up, and that's a travel.
Boozer to Ware on the wing. Far side. Ware's going to go to Marion Barrow in the corner. Barrow's going to drive the baseline, and a foul caught. It's going to be an offensive foul.
Oh, that's terrible. Terrible. Goodness gracious.
The inbounds pass is going to go to Kayla Lopez.
Somebody check and see if Cindy's okay up there.
Lopez across the timeline, left side. Now they'll work it back around to the right. They'll swing it into the corner to Abercrombie. Abercrombie sidestep. Now she has to go back outside to Lopez. They go to the left side, continuing, moving it around. Again, back to the near side. Abercrombie drives the paint. Shot was no good. You even called that a shot, but then Heritage retains possession, I guess. Another shot up, no good. Rebound put back, no good. Rebound taken by Asia Ware. Ware to Barrow. Barrow will give it back to Ware. Ware's going to push it up far side. Over to the left side, and it's knocked away from Boozer. Boozer will get it back, though, in the backcourt for the Lady Dogs.
She needs help. She needs help.
She'll get it to Ware.
Got to get across the timeline.
Got to go, though. Ware to the right side to Charlie Todd. Todd goes to Barrow. Barrow underneath the basket. The shot is up and no good. But Todd with the rebound, and then we turn it back over.
I don't know if she was trying to pass or what. Now we got a whistle and a foul. The shot is good. They get Ware on the foul, Sam. It's bedlam on the floor out here. I mean, it's insane.
It's a 10-point game. 30-20 is your score as Marion Barrow will come out. Barrow playing with 3 fouls.
Who isn't?
Free throw attempt. The and one is up and no good. Rebound taken by Anna Kate Bussey. Bussey gives it to Ware. Ware goes to Washington. Washington on the baseline. The layup is good.
Nice.
For Chastity Washington.
Nice. Back around the defender, Sam.
Back to an 8-point game. 30-22. Left side to Lopez. Lopez will go to the top of the key to Hollis. Hollis is going to work it back to the corner. They will go to Gracie. Gracie's going to give it up to number 10, Epps. Epps on the baseline will go back outside to Lopez, and we've got a foul called on Washington.
Yep. That'll be her first foul. .116 to go in the first half. And already over the limit. We've lived there just about all night.
Lopez will go to the free throw line. The first one is up, and it is good.
Emma Tanner comes into the ball game.
31-22 now the score off of the made free throw by Lopez. She will try to extend it back out to a 10-point lead, and she does with that made free throw. 32-22. Inbounds pass goes to Ware. Ware to Bussey. Bussey to Washington. Pushes it up the floor, near side. They try to give it ahead to Todd, but it's knocked away, and Boozer picks up the loose ball. Down the corner, outside to Ware. Ware on the wing. Back to Boozer, right corner. She's going to drive the baseline. Wanted to kind of kick back, but lost it, and it's picked up by Heritage. Hollis will give it up to Lopez. Under a minute to play. Right side now to Georgia Gracie. Now back to the left side. They'll go to Hollis. Hollis off the wing to Abercrombie. Abercrombie on the near side, working back to the middle of the floor. Top of the key, left side to Lopez. Lopez from beyond the arc. Left side now. They'll work into the wing there. They're going to come all the way to the near side to Abercrombie. She's going to fire the three, and it was well off of its mark.
Oh, no.
Out of bounds, and they're going to say it was last touch by Cedartown. It'll stay Heritage basketball.
Oh, man. I don't know about that. Coach Green is red right now.
Iris Ortiz is going to check in as Kinsley Boozer will come out. for the final 33 seconds. Inbounds pass will come off of the baseline from Lopez. She tries to get it in to number 4, Emma Tanner, and a foul called immediately. And we'll wait for the call from the official.
Ortiz.
It didn't take ours long. She said,
fresh into the game.
Well, she said, Coach, look, everybody else has got a foul. Can I get one too? Well, you might as well.
Could be like Oprah. You get a foul, you get a foul, you get a foul, you get a foul.
Everybody a foul.
Yeah.
Emma Tanner to the free throw line for the first time tonight. This is the first one off the front of the iron, and it's still a 10-point game.
It's really
32-22.
It's
Can you
really
believe
incredible.
It's still a 10-point game.
It's really incredible that it's still this close.
I can't believe it. Second one on the way from Tanner. It's off the back of the iron, no good. Anna Kate Bussey with the rebound and the tries to save it, but then it's out of bounds. Good call. Good call.
Cedartown fans, they're living on the edge right now.
We finally got one to go our way. Asia Ware off the inbounds pass across the timeline. Left side, they'll go to Washington. But it was too tall for Chastity Washington, out of bounds, and Heritage is going to get it back.
25 seconds.
10-point game here at the Doghouse on a Friday night. High school hoops, region play. Heritage, top of the key. Lopez at the Bulldog logo. They're just going to hold it.
Yeah, shot clock is off.
I don't blame him. Left side, the cut, and the shot was up, and it was no good. And Anna Kate Bussey just picked up her first foul of the night.
You know what?
Good for her.
I made that point earlier. I was like, everybody's getting fouls, but Anna Kate Bussey. Now she's finally got one. I mean,
Bailey Hollis to the free throw line for the third time tonight. She is 1 of 4 so far. First one on the way, and it's good.
So Todd and Benham are the only two that have been on the floor that have not fouled.
You are correct. Second one on the way from Hollis. It is up, and it is no good. And Bussey comes down with the rebound, and then it is knocked out of bounds. But it'll be Cedartown basketball.
8 seconds to go in the half.
Inbounds pass will go to Washington. Washington going to give it to Bussey. Bussey tries to give it to Ortiz, and it's stolen. Lopez, the shot is up, and it is good. And it is a 35-22 halftime score after what seems like an eternity here at the Doghouse on a Friday night. Let's take a 2-minute timeout, and we'll be back to talk about the first half of action. And we're going to spend most of that time telling you who all is in foul trouble. You're listening to Cedartown High School basketball here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network. Back after this 2-minute break.
Make the right play. Go to Peach State Ford in Cedartown today.
Rush to Peach State Ford in Cedartown. Peach State Ford has a championship lineup of new and pre-owned vehicles. Peach State Ford is now open in your backyard.
Peach State Ford is proud to be part of your local community. Whether you're waiting for your vehicle to get serviced, picking up a part for your vehicle, or stopping by to check out a new vehicle for yourself, Peach State Ford offers a wide range of amenities to enhance your experience. Peach State Ford in Cedartown, 2076 Rockmart Highway, 770-748-3673.
Cedartown Automotive is your one stop for all your automotive needs. For oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dogs!
Looking for a good used vehicle? Don't go out of town. Come see the folks at Dingler Motor Company, 526 North Main Street. Bad credit, no problem. Dingler Motor Company can get you back on the road in no time with their in-house financing. Top quality pre-owned late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop by and check out their wide selection at 526 North Main Street across from Livewire Surplus. Call them at 770-748-0906. Search them on Facebook at Dingler Motor Co. That's Dingler Motor Company.
Are you ready for steel? Equipment, that is. At Croker's Hardware in Cedartown, we've got all the steel equipment. Blowers and shredder vacs, chainsaws, augers and drills, trimmers and brush cutters. We're very proud to be a retailer for the steel product line. As an independent dealer, we can provide many services that the big box chain stores just can't match. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff is always ready to help you select the equipment that meets your specific needs. So call Croker's for a steel today. That's 770-748 888-4842 to learn more about steel in Cedartown.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
Heritage 35, Cedartown 22. We're at the half, along with Sam Branch, Andrew Carter, with you here from the Doghouse.
Do you have a foul?
Not yet, but the night is young. We still got a game and a half to go on our broadcast here. I'm telling you, in the first quarter alone, we had both sides had committed 18 fouls
total,
and I don't know how many we had in that second period. 9, and they only had 1, so 10 total fouls. And already 28 fouls in the first half. And they only outscored us by 2 points in that second period of play. I don't understand. I mean, it's really crazy. This has been one of the weirdest nights, I think, of high school hoops we've seen here at Cedartown this year. Right now, our local recreation guys are out there. It's rec night, so they're getting a chance to shoot some hoops on the floor. This is the only time that I'm actually taller than somebody that's on the court all season long. Poor guy. Hey, you live with it. It's right. All right. 35-22 the
you
score.
You can give us some scoring, Sam,
let's
honestly,
do a little.
I think the foul count is more.
It is.
Is more impressive than the score.
It really is. Yeah. Barrow has 6 points on the night. Chastity Washington, Haven Barclay both with 5. Kinsley Boozer with 4. Kendall Pace has been held to 2 points, and that is because she is in foul trouble with 4 fouls, along with Tarin Golden, who has 4. Marion Barrow has 3. Haven Barclay has 3. Kinsley Boozer has 2. Asia Ware has 2. Iris Ortiz, Chastity Washington, and drum roll, please, Anna Kate Bussey all have 1. I would love to provide some commentary, but as we've said in the past, we have to be careful.
Words escape me on this. It's just it's the simple fact that what we're seeing tonight, Sam, is part of the game that is not part of the game is affecting the game. I should run for office,
buddy. You need to put that. You need to put that in a book somewhere. That's it. But you're exactly right.
That's what it boils down to.
And anybody that has watched basketball or watched football, you understand that a penalty or a foul can probably be called on almost every play if you really want to get down to it.
Absolutely.
And it's up to the officials' discretion as far as how nitpicky they are going to be when it comes to fouls. When you have 28 fouls between the two teams in 2 periods of play in a high school game, that is the definition of nitpicking. When you have asked for a number of fans who happen to be in the student section, who have not yelled anything that we've been able to hear, to be removed from the front row and moved up to the top of the bleachers.
Now, to be fair,
you're being a little nitpicky.
To be fair, we don't know what was said or what might have been.
No, but I think
mumbled.
I think if it would have warranted being removed from the front, I think they would have done that immediately. I think he would have stopped the game. I think they would have called the administration down, and they would have removed them like they've done in the past.
Yeah, and we've seen that happen before.
We have, and we've seen it happen this season. But unfortunately, that's a part of the game, and that's part of the game that you have to contend with, and you just have to play through. I want to say a big shout-out to Coach Green, to Coach McGee, to our players. They are showing how sportsmanship is done. They are being very poised.
Listen.
They are being very well respectful.
Absolutely.
They are playing exactly how you would want your team and your coaching staff to respond in this type of situation.
I mentioned that Coach Green was turning red, but he was turning red to avoid an outburst that could, because he has been in trouble so far. What they're doing on this other side here with the rec teams, I think, is one of the coolest things we've seen tonight, is that the girls, and so they're going to take a picture, and I see Coach Wills out there too. He is one of my favorite guys out there in the rec department. But going back to the discussion at hand, I mean you really just, it kind of goes without saying, and I just hope the Lady Bulldogs come back out of this locker room. They can't. At this point, you can't be afraid of committing a foul because it's going to happen anyway.
No, you still have to continue to play the game.
You just got to continue to play the game as you've been playing it. Now, some of you out there listening may say, hey, that's not the right thing, and yeah, that may not be the right thing, but at this point, what can you do? If you let up at all, they're gonna score 10 unanswered points on you.
They are.
So you just have to keep on going like you're going.
And this team is very capable of scoring 10 unanswered on you, even when you're playing tough defense.
They've only lost 4 games on the season, and they're undefeated in region play for a reason, and that's because they're capable of putting up big numbers. And right now, the Lady Bulldogs, they've held them to 35, but their defense has not been the best, and we'll just see if that continues here in the second half, whatever adjustments are made in that Heritage locker room. The Cedartown Lady Bulldogs are already out on the floor doing their shooting. Heritage is still in their locker room. We should have a good ball game for you as well coming up after this one. The boys are looking to pick up their second region win of the season after a tough loss this past Tuesday night to Northwest Whitfield. This really is a vital game for the boys coming up. We really need to, and also it's going to be a question for the boys whether or not Heritage gets hot from three-point land, because that's all they were shooting against us when we were at their place, and they beat us probably our worst loss of the season numbers-wise because of that three-point shot. So we'll see how that works out. But we still got this second half of the girls' game to go here. Let's take a 60-second timeout, and we'll come back with the start of the second half. 60-second break here on the Cedartown Bulldog Sports Network.
What's the biggest myth about interscholastic performing arts? That you have to be the most talented or experienced to participate. The truth is, anyone can be a part of their school's performing arts. There are countless opportunities for students to participate, from theater, choir, and band to speech and debate. The bottom line, if you want to perform, there's a place for you.
This message presented by the NFHS and the GHSA.
Bradford's Drug Store on North Main Street in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all of your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacist takes time to get to know you, explain your medication, and answer any questions that you may have. Go by and see Bill Brewster and all the fine folks at Bradford's the next time you need a prescription filled. Also use their convenient drive-thru. Bradford's Drug Store, 500 North Main Street, Cedartown, 770-748-3100. And all the folks at Bradford say, go Dogs.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
And we're back. Sam Branch, he's Sam Branch. I'm Andrew Carter. We're about ready to start the second half. The time is ticking off the clock. Heritage is back out. Cedartown is back out there huddling up in front of their respective benches, and we'll see how the Lady Bulldogs continue on and how Heritage will be playing here in this third period of play. I mean, could it be crazier than the first half? I don't know. We'll find out here, and Sam Branch will tell you all about it.
Thank you, Andrew Carter. Again, 35-22 is your score. Cedartown trying to stay close with this region-leading Heritage Lady Generals team. Heritage 15-4 on the season, 5-0 in region play. And this is potentially your region champion team playing on the court right now against our Lady Dogs. They just have that much ability, and they are just that good. Asia Ware will bring it down on the inbounds pass. They'll go right back to Ware after go to Washington. It is stolen. Picked up by number 23, Macy Collins. Collins to the right side. They'll go to Lopez. Lopez goes back to Collins. Collins in the lane. The shot is up, and it is no good. Asia Ware comes away with the rebound. Ware will get it to Benham. Benham across the timeline. I thought that was a double, but we'll take it. Washington with the shot. It is up, and it is no good. And
Benham
the rebound
ripped it right away.
It ripped right away. The shot up from Benham is up and no good. The rebound was taken by Anna Kate Bussey. Over to the right side is Boozer. And they're going to get her for the Texas two-step in the corner. And the freshman Lady Dog turns it over. Heritage basketball. Inbound pass will go to Lopez. Lopez will bring it across the timeline. Going to work off of a high ball screen over to the right side to the wing. Now they're going to give it up to Abercrombie. Abercrombie's going to feed to Collins, and we've got a foul called. And we'll see who it's on, and this one's on Benham. That's her first.
Now Benham has a foul. Let's put Charlie Todd out there so she can get one.
Inbounds pass will come from Lopez on the baseline. She's going to kick it over to Abercrombie. A three on the way from the corner. No good. Loose ball tracked down by Benham. Benham's going to push it ahead for the Lady Dogs. One-on-one, takes it to the glass and lays it in. Does Cameron Benham. 35-24. Inbounds pass goes to Epps. Epps will give it up to Lopez. Lopez in the front court on the left side. They're going to go right back to Epps on the baseline. She backs it out. The shot was up and it was blocked, and his foul is going to be called on Asia Ware.
Ware's got to be in trouble. She's got 3 fouls now. But, I mean, at this point, you got to keep people with 3 fouls out there because
that's all you got.
That's all you got, really.
Everybody's got 3.
And one thing we've also got to watch, too, the first free throw up, it's going to be good, making it 36-24. A lot of these girls played on the JV game earlier, and they're going to be restricted to the amount of time they can play. That's why Coach Green is trying to be a little conservative on his personnel right now. That second free throw is also good, 37-24.
Inbounds pass is stolen. Lopez with it, going to work to the left side. It's going to be Abercrombie off the baseline, and a travel called. It'll be Cedartown basketball.
I can understand why Heritage wouldn't like that call. There was definitely some contact.
A lot of traffic to go through. Like you said, a lot of contact. Ware with it. Ware's going to work it back to Bussey. Bussey's going to give it to Washington. Washington near side. Going to try to work it back to the far side, and it'll be Boozer top of the key. Now to the right side to Ware. Ware's going to work off of the right side. The shot is up, and it is a wild shot, and it is no good, but she will draw the foul and go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Well, that's a good job there by Washington. She knew she really didn't have a good look at that shot, but knew she was about to get fouled. So, take the contact and live to fight another day.
Chassie Washington to the free throw line. First shot is up, and it is good. Washington is now 4 of 7 from the stripe.
Foul was on. Did you catch who it was on?
Well, they called it on number 1, Reese Abercrombie, but I feel like it was supposed to be on number 10, Tori Epps.
Second one did not hit the rim, so it'll be Heritage basketball automatically.
But I put it down as number 1.
All right.
Lopez off the inbounds pass will bring it down the floor for the Lady Generals. Over to the right side, they're going to go to Abercrombie. Abercrombie on the wing. Now she's going to work it to the high post. Now they go down low to Collins, who has to save it from going out of bounds. It's knocked around, picked back up. Collins is going to launch a 3 from the corner. No good, and Boozer comes away with the rebound for the Lady Dogs. She's going to push it up the floor, far side. Now she'll back it out, working off of the perimeter. Comes over to the right side to Washington. Washington going to drive the baseline. Right, then left. The shot is up, and it was no good. And the rebound was taken by the Lady Generals. Over to the left side, all the way on the other end of the floor. Collins off the glass, and that one is good. 35-29 from Macy Collins. Inbounds pass goes to Ware. Ware goes back to Bussey with it. Bussey looking for help. Goes to Ware. Ware to Bussey. Now they'll go to Washington. Washington's going to push it up the near side. Has to go through a double team. Gets it to Benham. Benham's going to work it in the arc, and we've got a stoppage in play, and a foul is going to be called.
On the floor.
On the floor.
They're going to get, they say, number 12 on the foul. That would be Bailey Hollis, her first foul.
Inbounds pass will come from Bussey off of the baseline. She'll get it into Ware. Ware's now going to drive the baseline. The little floater, it is no good, and it is rebounded by Heritage. They're going to go to Collins. Collins already on the other end. The baseline, the shot was up, and it was no good. And Anna Kate Bussey going to be called for the hard foul.
Well, if you're going to foul big. That's what you did right there.
Macy Collins will go to the free throw line for the 3rd time tonight. 3 of 4 from the charity stripe is Collins. Collins is also playing with 3 fouls. That first one is up, and it is good.
That was the second foul, by the way, on Bussey. 40-25. Charlie Todd will check in at the next stoppage of play. And she will, as that free throw goes in off the glass. She'll check in for Anna Kate Bussey, and the score is 41-25, 5:23 to play in the third.
Inbounds pass goes to Washington. Washington pushes it up near side. She's going to drive the paint, and they're going to get a stoppage in play, and they're going to say that she doubled.
She did. But one thing about Chastity is when you give her the ball, she's fearless.
Well,
she's gonna get through that defense some way, somehow.
Let me tell you what, she's not going to tiptoe through the tulip. She's going to bulldoze through the garden every single time. And a bad foul called on Cedartown.
Yeah, they're going to get. Oh no! They're going to get the block on number 10, Tori Epps.
That might be why Benham was moving so weirdly, but I'll take it. I thought they were going to get Benham on that one, but they get Epps instead, and that is going to be her first.
We're all tied up with fouls in this period, 3 apiece.
Just over 5 minutes left to play here in the third period of play. Inbounds pass will come from Washington. on the near sideline. Gets it into Boozer. Boozer across the timeline, right at the Bulldog logo. Back to Washington. Going to work off a high ball screen. Stops, brings it down.
Where's that foul?
Has to go to Benham. No foul called. A lot of contact. Benham trying to work through a double team. Splits a couple of defenders to the glass, and no, they're going to call her for a travel, and I don't agree with that one either.
Listen, she picked up the ball.
And she took her 2 steps, which she's allotted.
Yeah.
Lopez across the timeline. Going to work to the left, now to her right side to Abercrombie. Abercrombie going to work it back to the middle of the floor. Abercrombie will now work to her right, gives it up to Lopez. Lopez top of the key, working to the left side. Now going to go to the far side to Abercrombie. She's thought about a 3 from the wing, has to pull it down. Gives it underneath. The shot is up, and it is no good. It was deflected, tipped away by Cedartown. But Heritage recovers, and they will fire a 3 in and out, no good. And the rebound taken by Kinsley Boozer. Boozer will push it up the floor for the Lady Dogs. Over to the right side to Benham. Benham going to drive the paint, tries to give it to Boozer, but it was off of a Heritage defender and then bounced right to Collins. Collins now goes to Hollis. Hollis, the layup is no good, and she was fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line, and Cedartown is going to substitute 5.
Asia Ware picks up the foul. That'll be her 4th.
Bailey Hollis will go to the free throw line for the 4th, count it 4th time tonight, and we're only 4:08 left to play here in the 3rd.
Asia Ware, Kendall Pace, and Taryn Golden all have 4 fouls about to come in.
Free throw attempt is on the way, and it is good from number 12, Bailey Harris. 42-25 now your score. Cedartown trails. A new 5 for the Lady Dogs. It'll be Barrow, Pace, Bussey, Barclay, and Golden. Second free throw attempt on the way from Hollis. That one is up, and it is off the front of the iron, no good, and Pace comes away with the rebound and a foul called on Heritage.
It's going to be on Camden Carter. That is her 3rd.
And both teams are back tied up foul-wise, 4 apiece. Haven Barclay across the timeline for the Lady Dogs. Going to work to the right side. She's going to give it to Golden. Golden in the wing. Now goes back to Barclay. Barclay to Barrow. Barrow to Pace. Pace on the left wing. Now they'll go to Barclay. Barclay goes to Barrow in the corner. Far side. Barrow's going to try to work around a defender. Has to get back out to Golden. Golden's going to try to work around Lopez. They'll get it back to the top of the key. Over to the right side. Golden. An open 3. No good from Taryn Golden. And Heritage comes away with the rebound. It'll be Lopez on the far side now. Going to work it back to the middle of the floor, over to the right side. And the layup off the glass is no good. And the rebound is taken by Marion Barrow. And stolen right back, and the shot is up, and this one is good from number 10, Tori Epps. 44-25. Inbounds pass goes to Pace. Pace to Bussey. Bussey to Barrow. Barrow, tried to get it to Pace, but overthrew her. Confusion there on the play to get it across, and Cedartown commits a turnover with 3:15 left to play here in the 3rd. Inbounds pass goes to Lopez. Lopez, top of the key. Going to work to her left. She's going to try to drive the paint. The shot is up, and it is good.
That's just a good shot right there.
Kayla Lopez, only her 2nd from the field tonight, but she has been running the show offensively for Heritage. Barrow with it. Goes to Bussey. We got to get it across. They go to Golden. Golden in the front court, tries to get it to Pace. She does. Kendall Pace is just going to drive. The little floater is up, and it is no good. And the rebound is taken by Heritage. They almost lose it, but Epps gets it back over to the left side. It's Hollis. Hollis is going to work around the baseline jumper, and it is in and good from Bailey Hollis. 48-25. Pace with it now to Barrow. Barrow's going to bring it across. No, she's going to go to Bussey. Bussey will now go to Pace. Pace goes to Golden in the corner, and she just loses it. She's got to step into that pass. You can't just let it go by you. So a turnover, Cedartown in the corner, and Heritage gets it back with 2:24 left to play.
Asia Ware goes back in, checks in for Marion Barrow.
Inbounds pass will go to Lopez. We got a timeout on the floor. Heritage will take it with them. 48-25 your score back after this 30-second timeout here on the Big Double A.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, two Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer. And that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
Welcome back here. It's 2:22 to play here in the third as the Heritage Generals will have the inbounds pass leading at 48-25. And now we have another timeout call. This time Cedartown calls time. So 2 timeouts in a row. We'll take it with them here back after this 30-second break on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Live Wire Surplus. Stop in today at 546 North Main Street. New items are arriving all the time. At Live Wire, they have unbelievable deals on lawnmowers, weed eaters, and leaf blowers. But that's not all. How about your patio? Live Wire has top-of-the-line grills, patio tables and chairs, fire pits, and so much more. All fresh off the truck, brand new, still packaged, and price to sell. Live Wire Surplus, 678-861-5021. Take your truck. You're going to need it to load up on the savings.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
We're back here at the Doghouse. Back-to-back timeouts, one by Heritage, one by Cedartown. Cedartown's was a 60-second timeout.
This has been the longest basketball game.
Yes, the boys' game's supposed to start in 22 minutes.
Well, let me tell you something.
It's probably going to be closer. It's going to be closer tonight. We're going to be here. We're going to be here late tonight,
honey. Don't wait up.
Glad I already ate. I can tell you that.
The inbounds pass is going to go to Lopez off the far baseline in the backcourt for Heritage. They'll bring it into the front court across the timeline. Lopez working around Barclay over to the left side, back to the top of the key. Barclay sticking on her like a duck on a June bug. Over to the left side now. They'll go back to Lopez far side. Lopez is going to direct traffic for Abercrombie. Lopez is going to work off at the top of the key. Going to give a handoff now to Hollis. Hollis has it stolen by Barclay. Haven Barclay's going to take it to the glass, and she is fouled. Yes, sir.
Foul called on Bailey Hollis, number 12, her second foul. Are they going to give her the shooting foul or what?
Well, that should be the 15th foul, though. That is the 15th
that's 5.
Foul. That is 5. But it's number 5.
Yeah.
It's number 5. So it's a shooter, right? Wait. If you're the officials, you can't walk around like, hey, what's going on? There we go. Now we're going to line them up. All right. Let me tell you, if you have to pull out the rule book.
Now, Sam could be talking about the official score, the official fan, the official broadcaster. Who knows?
I'm talking about the official broadcaster because I have no idea what is going on. Hayden Barclay hits the first one. 48-26. Yeah. I would never make a disparaging comment about an official. Second one is on the way, and it's
lane
no
violation
good.
On Heritage, I think.
Yeah, we'll shoot it again, buddy. 48-26.
I'm sure Gail is dying and laughing at the radio station right now.
1:55 left to play here in the third period. The third one on the way from Barclay, and that one is good. 48-27 now the score as Cameron Benham will check in, and Golden, playing with 4 fouls, is going to come out.
Off the bench, and all 4 fouls came, in the first period?
I don't know. At some point. I've lost track.
It's a blur.
It is.
It's all a blur to me.
Abercrombie off the wing, going to go to the right side. Now they're going to try to work it into Collins. Collins at the elbow. She'll go to the left side now to Abercrombie. Abercrombie goes back to Hollis. Hollis back to Abercrombie. Now they will go to number 20, Carter. Carter in the paint and has it ripped away, and Benham comes away with a loose ball. Cameron Benham working through traffic, has it knocked away by Carter, so it'll stay Cedartown basketball.
Hey, Cedartown's down big now, but they are not giving up. The Lady Bulldogs are playing tough. Buzzer to buzzer.
Bussey will inbound it off of the baseline. And they will get it into Barclay. Barclay will go back to Bussey. Bussey from the corner, going to go back to Barclay on the wing. Top of the key to Ware. Ware goes to the left side to Bussey. Bussey on the far wing. Going to work it into Benham. Benham trying to work something over the right side. They get it to Barclay. Fires a 3 contested, and it was up and no good. and the rebound was taken by Heritage. In the corner, Benham playing tough defense on them. They get it to Hollis.
That was good-looking coverage there by Benham.
Hollis to Collins. Collins is going to drive the paint. The shot is up, and it was no good. Rebound taken by Kendall Pace. Pace on the far side. Now she'll slow it up once she gets it into the near court. Into the front court, excuse me, and she throws it away trying to get it to Benham, who I think might have been taking a nap at the wheel.
Nah, she was looking ahead and not where the ball was, and that's just a mistake by a young player right there. She'll learn not to do that. Benham will come out as Washington checks into the ball game. Benham, has looked really good tonight on defense and has had some good looks as well, but that's just a mistake that she knows she shouldn't have made.
Left side, it's going to be Hollis. Hollis over to the right side now to Abercrombie. She's going to try to drive the lane to kick out. The shot is on the way from Georgia Gracie, and that one is good, and that is her first of the night. And it is 50-27, and a steal by Lopez, and the shot is up, and it is good. 52-27. Heritage in a full court press.
I'm not sure why at this point.
Bussey.
Timeout called by Cedartown. 21 seconds to play in the third quarter. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout on the Big Double A.
Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for nearly a century. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call for tee time 770-748-9671. Located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buchanan Highway. Cedartown's original golf course, Cedar Valley Golf Course.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
We're back out of the timeout. Heritage Lady Generals 52, Cedartown Lady Bulldogs 27. We have 21 seconds to play here in the third quarter.
Inbounds pass will go to Kendall Pace. Pace to the backcourt for the Lady Dogs. Going to bring it across the timeline. Going to go to the right side to Washington. Washington's going to put it on the floor. Over to Bussey. Bussey in the corner. Now she's going to try to drive the baseline. Works to the paint. The shot is up, and it is no good. And the rebound was taken by Heritage.
I saw a travel there that was not called.
Epps with it. Far side. Over to the right side to Lopez. The shot is up, and it is no good. And we will go to the fourth period of play. 52-27 Lady Dogs trail here at Cedartown High School. Back after this 30-second break here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Attention high school sports fans, are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in Georgia needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
8 minutes to go in this ball game. Cedartown trails 52-27 to the Heritage Lady Generals. This game has lasted a long time. At least it seems like it has.
No, it has.
Especially that first period of play.
It has.
It went on forever. But here we are in the final frame finally, and the Heritage Lady Generals will have possession to start.
Inbounds pass is going to go to number 2, Georgia Gracie. Will bring it across the timeline. She's going to work to the left side to Hollis. Hollis goes back to Gracie. Goes back to her right now to Carter. Carter back to Hollis. Hollis, baseline, and a foul call. And it's just going to be a continuance of what we have seen for the past 3 quarters of play. That's going to be on Anna Kate Bussey. That will be her third. Inbounds pass left side. They're going to go to the top of the key to Collins. Collins is going to put it on the floor, tries to drive the paint, has to kick out. And another foul called.
That time they got Benham, number 20. Benham now has 2 quick team fouls.
Less than 30 seconds. Collins off the elbow to the left side now. Going to work off of the wing is Carter. Carter's going to go back to Collins. Collins going to kick it over. Carter's going to fire to 3 from the left side, and it is going to be good. From number 20, Camden Carter. Boozer with it across the timeline. Top of the key, left side to Ware. Ware's going to try to put it on the floor. Has to go back outside to Bussey. Bussey to Benham. Benham top of the key. Now she's going to move right side. They're going to go to Washington, and they're going to get her for the double. Yep. The 2 officials saw it. I saw it. You saw it. Ray Charles saw it. Unfortunately, it was against one of our guys.
Yeah, and he's blind and dead. I'm sorry.
Left side is Heritage.
Sam.
It's going to be Carter.
Sam just fell out of
Carter
his seat.
to Hollis. Collins in the lane. The shot is up, and it is good from number 10, Tori Epps. A 30-point lead for Heritage, 57-27. Asia Ware, top of the key. She'll back it out now. Going to try to work around Collins. Trying to work off of the high ball screen that didn't work. Now she's picked up her dribble. Has to go to Boozer. Boozer on the left side. She's just going to drive. Takes it to the baseline, and she is out of bounds.
I mean, just barely.
That Nike leather was just tiptoeing on that baseline. But it is called, and it'll be Heritage basketball. The Generals, Georgia Gracie. Brings it across the timeline over the right side. They will go to number 20, Carter. Carter going to go back to Gracie with it. Now top of the key. Going to work to her right. Cedartown getting ready to send in a fresh 5. It'll be Abercrombie. Abercrombie is going to go to Carter, and Carter is going to lose it out of bounds. Cedartown basketball, and a new 5 coming in. It'll be Barclay, Barrow, Pace, Todd, and Golden.
I tell you, it's if Cedartown can get out of this ball game without anybody getting fouled out, to me that would be the most impressive thing to happen tonight.
I agree.
And that's exactly why Coach Green is subbing like he is.
Left side to Golden. Golden's going to work it over to Pace. Pace off the wing, top of the key to Todd. Todd to the left side to Barclay. Barclay to Barrow, fires a 3, and it's going to be short. I think it might have been contested. And Collins comes away with it. And she loses it out of bounds. It'll be Heritage basketball, last touch by Lady Dawg.
I think it was Heyman Barclay over there who was in the area, got a finger on it.
Inbounds pass will come from Heritage. On the far sideline, they will inbound it to Collins. Collins top of the key. She's going to go right back to Carter in the corner. Carter's going to pick it up, fire to 3, and it is in and out. No good, tipped away, and Kendall Pace is going to track down the loose basketball. Into the front court for the Lady Dogs is Pace. Going to work to the top of the key left side to Barclay. Barclay will go to Todd. Todd off of the wing. Going to go back to Golden. Golden going to work it to the middle of the floor to Barrow. Barrow top of the key over to the right side now is Pace. Pace on the wing will try to feed it to Barrow, but it is knocked away, and Abercrombie comes away with it for the Generals. She's going to chuck it down to the baseline, and Charlie Todd just ran all over, but nothing was called, and Tori Epps gets that one to go.
59-27.
Barclay with it, left side to Golden. Golden. They wanted to give and go to Barclay, but it wasn't there, so they have to go to Pace, top the key, right side to Barrow. Barrow goes back to Todd, who almost loses it, but corrals a loose ball. Now she'll go to Barclay with it. Barclay going to work around Abercrombie. She's going to drive the baseline. The shot is up, and it was no good. And they're going to call a jump ball.
Really? Are you serious?
At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if they called a face mask.
I'm surprised. I mean, because the ball was loose. I don't think anybody even had possession of it.
I don't know.
23 for Cedartown checks in.
That is Jocelyn Cruz Cornejo. The inbounds pass will come from Todd. Todd on the baseline. Gets it into Barclay. Loose ball. Haven comes away with it. Has to give it up to Bartfeld. Now she'll give it to Golden. Golden goes back to Cruz Cornejo, top of the key. She's going to go to the left side into Taryn Golden. Golden on the wing. Going to work around the defender, Cruz Cornejo, and a shot clock violation right as she was getting ready to let go of that one. So it'll be a turnover, and Heritage will get it back with right at 4.5 minutes left to play here in this fourth period of play. We appreciate all of you sticking with us through this one. We know it has been a long, somewhat painful game. Thompson with it, top side. Excuse me, that was Tanner with it. Now she's going to go to the right side to Carter. Carter's going to drive the baseline. Runs into a big Lady Dog defender there on the baseline. Collins goes around the defender. The little 6-foot floater is no good. Rebound taken by Charlie Todd. Todd will give it ahead to Xylee Rodriguez, who's checked into the game, and Todd was trying to duck out of the way, and I don't know. I just don't know. I think there were some subs made for Heritage. And it'll be Georgia Gracie across the timeline over to the right side. She's going to go to Carter. Carter going to play off the wing, tries to go around Golden, has to go to the top of the key to number 14, Katie Koch. Koch over to the left side to Gracie. Gracie off the wing, now back to the top of the key to Carter. Carter picks it up, has to go to the left side into Kelsey Anderson. Anderson on the baseline. Now they go back outside to Carter. Carter to the right side. Now they're going to go into the corner. The three is on the way, no good. And it'll be rebounded by Xylee Rodriguez. Rodriguez, tries to get it to Cruz Cornejo, and it's stolen by Carter. Carter will drive off the glass, and the layup is good, and it is 61-27. Xylee Rodriguez will inbound it. She's going to get it into Charlie Todd. Todd will go back to Rodriguez. Xylee will bring it across the timeline. Over to the right side. Cruz Cornejo goes to Golden. Golden back to Martfeld. Martfeld will go to Todd. Todd, top of the key. Going to try to work into the paint, lost it, still loose. It is out of bounds, and it'll be Heritage basketball. Just got away from Todd in traffic, and the turnover comes with just under 3 minutes left to play. Golden comes out. Benham checks back in. And bounce pass is going to go to number 2, Georgia Gracie. She's going to go around Benham. To the right side now, they will go to Katie Koch. Koch tries to go to the corner. Now they go back outside. The shot is up, and it is good from number 4, Emma Tanner. 63-27. Inbounds pass goes to Benham. Benham's going to bring it down the floor for the Lady Dogs. Top of the key, going to drive the paint. Loses it in traffic. And we've got a foul called, and it will be on number 2. That is Georgia Gracie, and that is her first.
Georgia on my mind, Gracie.
I like it. Cedartown with a fresh 5 in. Anna Kate Bussey is going to inbound it. We'll get it into Pace. Pace from the right side, high off the glass, no good. Rebound taken by Barrow. The shot was up, and it was no good.
I mean, all kinds of contact there. Goodness gracious.
Bussey will inbound it from the baseline. They go to Asia Ware. Ware in the corner. She's going to go to Barclay. Barclay's going to fire a 3. No good. Out of bounds.
2:27 to play, and a few more subs. Number 32 comes into the ballgame. Addie Dills checks in for Georgia Gracie.
Inbounds pass will go to Dills. She's going to bring it down the floor for the Lady Generals. Over to the right side, they will go to number 15, Kelly Boehm, who is also checked in. It's in the corner now, and we've got a travel called on number 4, Emma Tanner, and she did not like it. Inbounds pass will go to Barclay. Barclay brings it down the floor now to Barrow. Barrow in the wing. Going to go to the top of the key into Kendall Pace. Pace right near the Bulldog logo. Going to work off of the left side off of a high ball screen. Now a 3 on the way from Barrow, and it's good. Marin Barrow again from 3-point range, and it's 63-30. Heritage thought about a 3, has to pull it down. Now they'll go to the corner. They will fire a 3. That one is going to be long, and the rebound is taken by Asia Ware. Ware will bring it up the floor for the Lady Dogs. Midcourt, across the timeline. Right side to Barrow. Timeout called by Coach Green. We'll take it with him. We'll be back after this 30-second break here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Make the right play. Go to Peach State Ford in Cedartown today.
Rush to Peach State Ford in Cedartown. Peach State Ford has a championship lineup of new and pre-owned vehicles. Peach State Ford is now open in your backyard.
Peach State Ford is proud to be part of your local community. Whether you're waiting for your vehicle to get serviced, picking up a part for your vehicle, or stopping by to check out a new vehicle for yourself, Peach State Ford offers a wide range of amenities to enhance your experience. Peach State Ford in Cedartown, 2076 Rockmart Highway, 770-748-3673.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
1:38 to go in this ball game. Cedartown trails 63-30 as Heritage will continue to remain undefeated in region play here in just about a minute's time.
That was our first points of the fourth period, was that Marion Barrow 3 from over here in the corner. Rough night at the office tonight for the Lady Dogs.
Putting it lightly.
Bussey will inbound it off the baseline. And they'll get it into Barclay. Barclay left side to Ware. Ware off the wing. Now she's going to put it down to drive the paint. The shot is up, and it is no good. But she draws the foul and will go to the free throw line and shoot Dose. I don't know. Who you got? 32?
I think so.
Maybe. We'll give it to her.
Addie Dills fresh into the ball game.
First one on the way from Asia is no good. I thought it was going to take a shooter's bounce, but it did not, and it rolled out. So Ware will get ready to take her second from the charity stripe. And it is on its way, and that one is good. Good-looking shot there from Asia, 63-31. Inbounds pass will go to Deals. Pace is going to pick her up there. Now Deals is going to work far side, across the timeline. Has to give it up to number 14, Katie Cope, and it is out of bounds. But it will stay Heritage basketball. Katie, don't call me Pepsi Coke. Will inbound it to Deals. Deals at the Bulldog logo. Left side, it's going to be Tanner. Tanner got it into number 15, Kelly Bowen, but then it is out of bounds, and it is a Cedartown basketball. Inbounds pass will come from the near sideline. It'll go into Barclay. Barclay will bring it across the timeline for the Lady Dogs as we come up on a minute to play. Going to try to work around the high ball screen and just lost it. And Heritage is there to pick it up. She was trying to get through traffic. Didn't have a lot of help on that one, but Heritage picks up the loose ball, and then they put it on the floor. Deals picks it up, though. She's going to work around, and that's a double. And not a cheeseburger either.
Nope.
The inbounds pass will come from Bussey. Bussey to Barclay.
Although that sounds very good right now.
Mighty fine. Left side, it'll be Marion Barrow. Barrow will go to Pace. Pace is going to drive the baseline. The little floater's up and no good. It was high off the window, but she does draw the foul, so she will go to the free throw line and shoot 2, and they're going to get number 14. Katie Coate, that's her first. 63-31. Pace to the free throw line. First shot is up, and it is off to the right, and no good. Pace now 0 of 1 from the stripe. This is her first strip of the night, believe it or not.
Kendall steady pace.
I like it.
Yes.
We need her to be steady. And that one is off the side of the iron. No good as well.
Rebound.
But Bussey comes away with a rebound. Look at that. Pace with it now on the wing. Left side, going to work it back to the middle of the floor. Here, the top of the key has it knocked away by Addie Deals, and Deals is going to push it up the floor. And she tries to get over to a teammate. It's knocked loose, out of bounds. Last touch by Cedartown Heritage basketball.
I cannot believe they didn't call a foul in that sequence. There was a lot of pushing and shoving going on. Going to bring in a couple of three subs here. May not get them in, though.
3-point attempt on the way from Heritage. In and out, no good. Rebound taken by Pace. Kendall's going to push it up the far side. She's going to try to dish to Barrow, and it is intercepted by Deals and then knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Cedartown Heritage basketball.
Coach Green was just absolutely shouting. There was a travel call, or should have been called, but there wasn't, on Heritage as soon as they took over the ball.
Benham is going to check in. Washington, Ortiz, Cruz, Cornejo.
You know what? It's incredible that nobody fouled out of this ball game.
I'm telling you, Martfeld also checks in for the final ticks on the clock. Heritage is going to improve to 16-4. 6-0 in region play.
Foul call on number 20.
Why not at this point?
That'll be Cameron Benham, her third.
The inbounds pass will go into the Lady Generals, who are just going to kind of hold it, but Benham's not going to let her go anywhere. And they give it up, and that's going to do it. A hard-fought game tonight by the Lady Dogs, but they come up short against a very good Heritage squad. Your final for tonight from the Doghouse here at Cedartown High School. Heritage 63, Cedartown 31. Let's take a 60-second timeout, and we'll come back to wrap this one up and talk about the boys' game. You're listening to Cedartown High School basketball here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Cedartown Automotive is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. For oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dogs!
Looking for a good used vehicle? Don't go out of town. Come see the folks at Dingler Motor Company, 526 North Main Street. Bad credit, no problem. Dingler Motor Company can get you back on the road in no time with their in-house financing. Top quality pre-owned late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop by and check out their wide selection at 526 North Main Street across from Livewire Surplus. Call them at 770-748-0906. Search them on Facebook at Dingler Motor Co. That's Dingler Motor Company.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
Final score, Cedartown falls to Heritage 63-31 in the girls matchup. Yes, we told you the girls matchup. The boys were slated to start 2 minutes ago, but it's going to be closer to about 8:50 or so when they start. But we can talk about scoring totals and stuff, but like we said before, the most impressive number of this whole game have been the fouls.
Yeah, and I was wrong on my math, but I've got it right now. But we'll start with the scoring. We'll start with the positive, if there is a positive to take away from tonight. Marion Barrow led the scoring effort for the Lady Dogs. She finished tonight with 9 points. Haven Barclay with 7. Chastity Washington 6 on the night. Kinsley Boozer with 4. And then Kendall Pace and Cameron Benham both finished tonight with 2 points. Asia Ware with 1. But the story of the night, that is the fouls. Cedartown called for 28 personal fouls on the night.
What's so incredible, though, about that is, as we said before the ballgame was over, no one fouled out. So, to me, this was one of the most craziest, most improbable, most unbelievable games that I've seen so far this year as far as how the circumstances went. Not in Cedartown's favor whatsoever, but really incredible to see that as many fouls as you just mentioned, no one fouled out.
Nope. But we will have to just forget about this one and wipe it clean and then be ready for tomorrow, because the Lady Dogs are going to have a big game tomorrow as we go across the county. We'll have to go across the Fish Creek Bridge and take on the Rockmart Lady Jackets. Of course, Rockmart defeated Cedartown in their first matchup of the season earlier this year here at Cedartown High School, and we will try to go to Rockmart and get a little bit of revenge against the Lady Jackets. So wipe this slate clean, go home, get a good night's sleep, and be ready to come back and do it all over again tomorrow.
That's right. Got the boys' game coming up in about 11 minutes or so we hope you'll stay tuned. If you're listening to us on the radio, we'll play a little bit of music, and then we'll come back. If you're watching on our video streams, we'll start a new video as well. Your final score, once again, Heritage Lady Generals 63 and the Cedartown Lady Bulldogs 31. We send it back to the station. Sports out to regular programming here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
W291 TN Cedartown. Your home for the Cedartown High School Bulldogs. AM 1340 and now 106.1 FM WGAA. The Big AA.